Hey guys, welcome to Grayling Imprint TV. This is your host, Christopher Michael Cooper, certified graphic design specialist, social media brand ambassador, and I am also a small business owner by trade. Let's jump right into this video. I wanted to make this video today about success, but first off, any likes and any subscriptions to Grayling Imprint TV would be a plus. 989-350-5548 for my awesome graphic design services. Or hell, if you just want to collaborate and do music, it's a graphic design and music company. If you want to throw down some vocals to a track that I make and collaborate like that and cross collaborate with music, just hit me up. freelancegraphicdesign.org. sacredimprintofficial.com. I'm a titanium rock artist as well. So let's get into this video about success. So I was on the internet yesterday and I was doing some research on success. And one of the key points that I discovered with success is that success comes with multiple attempts of trying. When you fail and you have failure happen or you make mistakes that cause you to fail as a businessman or any career you do, then you just gotta stand back up, get right back up, and keep pushing, because success comes with multiple attempts of trying. And I thought that was very interesting, and I wanted to share that here on Grayling Imprint TV here on YouTube. So this video is going to touch base on this topic and success, and I'm going to dig a little bit deep into this topic. So we all know that when we succeed at something like a career or a job, me being a graphic design specialist, an example is graphic designers, people feel good when they are succeeding in life. It makes you feel like you accomplished something. It gives you purpose. Now, it's a sad thing in this world that there's so many people that haven't been able to find their passion, that they feel like they have no reason to live, and that's not true. If they just dig deep into their passion and find what they really love to do in life and what they wouldn't mind getting a paycheck doing in life, and they wouldn't mind getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go do this job because it's something they love. If people could just dig deep and find their passion like that, then they would be on the road to success. And it's so sad in this world how many people actually believe that they don't have a purpose when every person does. You just have to find it. Anyways, success also comes with the desire, the heart, the determination, and everything to be able to accomplish what their gifts are or what their purpose is. If you have the desire, the heart, and the passion and the determination, then you are well on your road to success. Good tip, good advice, piece of advice, that I could give you all on Grayling Imprint TV. One thing that helps me out tremendously to keep my mind focused on success and to keep pushing forward with successful things in my life, in my career and in my workplace, my job, is YouTube. YouTube is an awesome way to learn. I mean, if you're the kind of person like, oh, I can't get into college, I never even graduated high school, well, don't even fret. If you never graduated high school, there's still hope for you. There's other ways to be educated. Get on YouTube, for instance, like I do, and research the videos on the topic that you like. Type in keyword business advice videos or something like that, and just always continually learn. Like, YouTube is a great platform to learn on. And that being said, also Google and other search engines, you could always learn on the internet. Type in keywords on Google search engine and other search engines that will bring up websites that you could read and learn about what it is that is your passion. And by doing this on a daily basis and feeding your brain with these things, it's going to cause success. And there's no limit. You don't have to be a high school graduate. Even if you were, then you guys already know that learning and education is available from other sources other than school. But you don't have to be a high school graduate to educate yourself on the internet or read books or nothing like that. Every person, every human being has the ability to be able to educate themselves. And I just wanted to share that with you because I feel like providing value to other people is a very important thing, and that's what This Life is Not Pretend Grilling Design, Sacred Imprint, and Grilling Imprint TV is all about providing value to others. Um, so I hope that that advice could really help you out and could help you to dig deep and find your passion in life and find what you love to do in life and will motivate you to have purpose and find purpose in your life. Now, touching base more on the graphic design subject and music subject, first I'm going to get into some graphic design advice right now in this video. And then I'm going to jump into some music advice. And we're going to start with the graphic design advice. So, if you are interested in pursuing graphic design or you have already pursued this field, let's start off with if you're interested in graphic design and you never pursued it, how you could go about getting involved with graphic design. I recommend getting yourself firsthand into a trade school. Um, get into any trade school you can and learn the graphic design trade. Learn everything you can about it. On your downtime and before you even enroll in school, get on the internet, get on YouTube, read books, learn everything you can about graphic design. And when you get into trade school, it will help you to get through the trade school courses. That's what helped me hold a 3.5 GPA through my graphic design trade schooling. Um, Now, once you get the experience, the hands-on experience in a trade school, you're gonna want to find an internship, and you can find paid internships as well as unpaid internships. The money does not really matter at that point. You just want to get the experience on your resume and the hands-on training. So, uh, for paid internships, I got lucky. I was able to find a paid internship for graphic design straight out of trade school at a local print shop that I got on with. All I did was create a good resume and cover letter and a good portfolio on Behance, and I was went to the interview, and I basically just told the truth and told him my experience and my passion with graphic design. And the guy Gordon, he was so happy to give me the job, my supervisor. And it's basically a paid internship. Now, you may not always be lucky enough to get a paid internship, but money shouldn't really matter at this point. Graduating from trade school, even if it's unpaid volunteer work, it's going to build up your resume and give you the experience you need to eventually get yourself into a higher paying graphic design position. And that being said, when you start off as a graphic designer, you are going to be starting off in a print shop. So learn everything you can about screen printing. Screen printing is the biggest thing, the most awesome thing you could learn when you're getting started graphic design, because screen printing is what the majority of print shops are doing. Um, Once you learn screen printing, you'll learn how to strip screens. You'll learn how to run a screen printing press. You'll learn how to take the apparel off a screen printing press and drop it in a heat machine, which will dry the ink. You'll strip and clean screens. You'll be cleaning up around the shop. You'll be gluing the pallets and changing the pallets on the screen printing press. And all this is, yes, it's hard labor, but you have to start here in a print shop and hold that position and get that experience to move your way up the ladder into an actual graphic design position where you're working at a computer in a print shop. So I hope this advice helps you with graphic design. That's exactly how I got my foot in the door as a graphic designer working at a print shop, and I'm still working on my way up the ladder to a graphic design position, so I wanted to share that. Next, since we are music and graphic design company, music. So you're wondering like, oh, I love to do music, I'm a musician, but I never even played a bar, or I'm stuck in the bar scene. Let me tell you, from my experience, I've played several theaters and been on several radio stations and signed about 10 contracts so far in my music career. I am Sacred Imprint. That's my music project. You could Google Sacred Imprint and find me online. But I picked up music at 8 years old, and I have been playing music all my life. And by 19 years old, um, I got lucky, and I ended up finding an awesome guitarist, and threw my vocals down to this awesome guitarist, guitar riffs, and we posted on YouTube. And the next thing you know, we have music industry messaging us on YouTube, asking us if we're signed, and uh, life is crazy. We accepted the national exposure from the record label on YouTube, and then the very next day, I was out in my town in Aurora, Colorado, in the city I used to live in, out walking around, and somebody just happened to cross my path. That got us connected with a local radio station in Aurora, Colorado called Livewire Radio, and we ended up paying to sign a recording contract and getting ripped off. And then life is so crazy. The Our band broke up, and I ran into a second person by having the connections in the radio station, and I actually signed 9 more legitimate contracts and got with the sub label of Denver Def Jam as an independent artist. Now, that was in 2010, and since 2010, all the way for 2010 to about 2016, I played several theater performances, and let me tell you, we weren't drawing that big of a crowd. I was not drawing but 10 people to my shows, and I found out just recently later what I was doing wrong, why I wasn't drawing people to my show until the very last show. The very last show I did, it was a really good response I got. There was a lot more people that showed up. Um, Everyone was yelling and screaming and clapping for my performance, but I realized after that show what I was doing something else wrong. Even though I was able to draw some more there because the radio promoted my project, and we were put up on Angelo CD's billboard and sold some tickets. Um, so they posted Sacred Imprint on the Roxy billboard, and it was an awesome show. That was my last performance. You can see it on YouTube. Just Google Sacred Imprint live at the Roxy Theater. And what I found out just recently is there's something else that I could do. When I start doing shows again, when Sacred Imprint starts doing shows again, we are going to be renting a limousine or a party bus, and we are going to be giving all the people that show up to the next Sacred Imprint show, we are going to be getting them onto a limo. We're going to go and get them some fast food in a limousine ride from the venue to the fast food place. We're going to bring the limo back to, we're going to ride back in the limo back to the show, and I'm going to put on an awesome performance, and I'm going to do some skits on stage. And this is, doing stuff like this is how you draw people. People experience stuff like that, they'll remember your show, they'll think it was an awesome show, and you're more likely to draw a bigger crowd when you do another show. So I hope this piece of advice will help you with music. That's basically me sharing my experiences with my project. Hopefully that gives you some tips and pointers of things you could be doing to get your foot in the music door. I mean, networking is the biggest reason I started getting involved with the music industry. I was a vocalist for a while before I started even messing with the music industry. Right before I started messing with the music industry, I was auditioning for several bands in Denver. I actually landed a couple positions with a 106.7 KBPI Best Band in Denver band, but I was going through some tough times in life and addiction at the time, and I never showed back up to the rehearsals, and those bands ended up winning the Best Band in Denver competition. I was upset, but shortly after that, God is good, and He got me involved with the music industry, all because I would go out in public and push CDs on the street and talk to people and build. I was building a network up, and luckily I was able to build up a network and run across some promoters and some producers. They actually even featured me on a podcast on this website, and I've been on the radio several times talking about my project. I was on Behind the Hype Radio. I actually went into Denver Open Media Studios, and we did a radio session where I was live on the radio. Then I paid for spins on FM radio in Denver, and I've been involved with the radio, and that all happened because I was out there pushing my CDs on the streets and networking with people, and I was meeting people. And if it's meant to be, then you're gonna run across people if you network enough on the streets. They are gonna be able to. You're gonna be able to collaborate with and get involved if it's meant to be. So I hope these tips and advice for music helps you out as well. Like I said, I am certified graphic design specialist, Christopher Michael Cooper, social media brand ambassador, and small business owner of This Life Is Not Pretend Grilling Design and Grilling Imprint TV, and titanium rock artist Sacred Imprint. I hope this video provides all of you guys value, and I hope it inspires you. And God bless you all, and you guys have a great day, and I will see you on the very next video here on Grilling Imprint TV. Peace.